I'm Jessie, your host, and welcome to a new episode of Marketing Talks by OSB. Today we are in Beirut and we have Roland Aoun with us. Hello, Roland.
Hey, how are you?
How are you today? Thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
We are so happy. Roland, let me introduce you first before we introduce our amazing topic. You are a digital marketing strategist. For the past 10 years, you assisted more than 230 brands. Wow.
Yes.
In increasing
You made me look old.
in increasing the efficiency of their marketing function and effort. And also, you are the founder of Blue Grapes, a boutique consulting firm specialized in digital marketing. Exactly. And let me say, your campaigns, the ones you have conducted so far, exceeded 2,000. That's amazing. And we are so happy for you to be with us here today, as we're going to talk about omnichannel, which is becoming a trendy topic, but some companies, our beautiful community, still they're not really familiar with it. So maybe let's start by stating what do we mean by omnichannel, right? And then we'll discuss its importance and so forth. What do you think?
Exactly.
Yeah?
Well, actually, omnichannel is a trendy word in marketing and digital marketing. So basically, let's start with the origins of it, and then we move on with the evolution.
Yes.
Well, first we started with one-channel marketing. So, and this was the old traditional way of doing marketing. So we use one channel, we communicate to people our value proposition, and we wait for the results to have them all. So basically, it was one channel, one message to all.
Okay.
And then we moved on to multi-channel marketing.
Yes.
Multi-channel marketing, as the name suggests, it was based on having multiple channels, online, offline, and in each pillar we have several things we can do.
Okay.
So we have several touch points we can do. Here also there was one message for the entire target audiences, because it's always several target audiences that we have.
Yes.
So we are serving several target audiences with one message across multiple channels.
Okay.
Of course, this wasn't enough, because as time passed and as the digital marketing evolved, people wanted more and more personalized messages, especially after COVID.
Yeah.
During COVID and after COVID. During COVID, people spent all their day confined, eating and watching Netflix and browsing online. So that was it. Yeah. So
yes.
So it was like they were much more browsing online, and this evolves the consumer behavior. They started to understand more e-commerce, understand more that yes, I can order online everything, and it was convenient.
Definitely.
So they discovered the conveniency of online ordering.
Yes.
And thus the conveniency of asking what they want. And this was a challenge for marketers, because now the entire ecosystem changed. Instead of having one message for all, we needed to personalize more, because everybody was competing on the same ground, which is on e-commerce and online.
Yes.
So this is where cross-channel marketing became available. Okay. This is where we started conducting marketing campaigns offline, linking them to online campaigns, and in online campaigns we started linking all the other channels. So you would see an ad on Facebook, you click on it, you would go to the website. Yes. From the website, you would be remarketed another value proposition. So it was like cross-channel marketing.
Okay.
Here also, it wasn't enough, because people wanted more and more personalized care and attention. So this is where the word omnichannel marketing was coined.
Okay.
So let's create a digital, and actually it's not digital, it's online and offline experience, individualized for each customer.
Oh, wow. So this is very challenging for businesses.
Very challenging, and we will talk about the consequences of this.
Okay.
So we can say, yes, we are working towards an omni-channel marketing strategy, but actually you will never have it. You are aiming for it, but you start with it, but you never finish, because it's an ongoing process of segmenting, creating new content, individualizing, and everything is ever changing.
Okay.
So this is omni-channel. How can I create a personalized experience to my user or to my target audience? A small example.
Yes.
Amazon did this a long time ago.
Yeah, even
when you
before
go into
the pandemic,
Amazon and you log in with your username and password,
yes,
all your recommendations will change. You will have recommendations personalized to you, what you want.
Based
so
on
it's
the
easy.
History.
Even Google ads are personalized based on what you search for
You
usually.
browse, yes.
Basically your device, what your device search for. YouTube, go to any YouTube and you will see that all the recommendations, all what they are proposing is almost personalized to your liking. So this is it. But now it's different because when I go into my website, I will see content that maybe you will not see if you go to the same website. So now it's different because we need to understand what Jesse wants, what Roland wants, what anybody wants, and we need to personalize. So in a nutshell, instead of one central website, you will have several websites.
Oh.
Instead of one channel, you will have several, in the same channel, you will have several touch points. So you are segmenting and creating, even the social media content will be different. Even maybe we need to create more pages also, more accounts. So all of this, even the email marketing, the newsletter marketing is changed because you will have so many variables that each person will have a single track. So as a marketer, you need to plan all of this. So you need to foresee all of this and plan it.
Nice.
Just imagine the quantity of production that you need to do now.
Wow. But how can we effectively trace the omni-channel marketing across all those touch points and sub-sites that you're mentioning? And how can we evaluate if they are effective?
Well, basically, we use conventional analytics. So analytics softwares like Google Analytics or even the analytics on social media for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and even the analytics in your automation software like email marketing, for example. So all of these will give you analytics about the behavior of people. But then again, you have so many channels and so many scenarios that you have created, so you need to keep an eye on everything. So which scenario is working better and is producing more, especially if you want to link it to e-commerce.
Okay, amazing. So those software that you're talking about, are they specialized just for omni-channel, or we're just talking, like you said, the general one like Google Analytics?
No, actually, it's a combination of softwares that already exist, and that we know actually that exist. For example, email marketing. So email marketing is not something that is new. Marketing automation as a software exists since several years ago.
Yes.
So we use it. We use Google Analytics, but also we mix them with artificial intelligence softwares. Why?
And I think here AI will help us in this personalization.
Exactly, because no human will be able to follow all of these scenarios. It's fast. So just imagine you get an email, you click on it, you will get another email directly. But then again, based on your behavior, if you go online, another email, you will get another email or another behavior from our side. So there is no human who will be sitting here and waiting, especially when we have thousands and thousands of users. So it's artificial intelligence. So we mix all of this together in a way to create a machine. And this machine, our job is to simply maintain it and create new ways of using it.
Okay, and what's the role of SEO in here? How much does it help us, since you mentioned the Google Analytics? And of course, basically, we know till now Google is the most used search engine. So shall we focus on SEO just on Google and SEO in general?
Usually the rules of SEO and the dynamic of SEO works on all search engines. So they follow the same rules.
Yes.
And basically these are the rules set by Google. So we don't know all the criteria of Google. No one knows because you cannot. You will have ultimate power. But we know by fact what guidelines we need to follow. So SEO is the way to personalize the deliveries or deliverables to clients or to users, because we know by fact that those who go to SEO, to search engines,
they put a keyword.
They would put a query. This query reflects a search intent, and this search intent is personal. So if I can get this search intent and have my results appear in front of this user for that search intent, and if my metadata can reflect whatever they are searching for, they will click. So they will feel as if this link is for them. So just imagine the possibilities here. So it is basic SEO. This is what we do. But instead of putting one, let's say, page, and all the traffic will be going to this page, we need to create several pages based on segmentation.
Okay.
So if I have several segments I want to serve, I would create for each segment a product page, very specific product page to suit their preferences.
Oh, wow.
So just imagine how many product pages and how many versions I will create.
Okay. So here, this is not manual, definitely. It's not manual, right?
There is part of it that is manual. So
Oh,
at the
wow.
end, there is a human planning all of this. Segmentation is done basically manually. So we segment, we brainstorm, we do all of this work. We research our segments. We find the niches, because niche marketing is the key to successful omnichannel marketing. Why? Because usually you go with a global market and then you segment to major segments.
Yes.
And this is it. These are your segments. You start working on them.
Okay.
And if 1 or 2 or 3 niches appear and they are attractive, you go ahead and work with them. But with omnichannel, it's all niche market. So you will segment and segment until you find a group of niche markets that you will serve. And for each new niche market, you will create the entire touch points, because everything will change.
Listen, there are new studies now that say the Generation Z, instead of going to a search engine and looking for what they want, they're going for social media directly.
Exactly.
So this search or those keywords or this query that you're talking about is omnichannel. Or, I mean, what's the role of social media in this omni? It applies as well.
It applies for in 2 different aspects.
Okay.
The first aspect, we know about it. We're using hashtags and SMO. So social media optimization.
Okay.
So this is where we optimize our content to suit keywords, keyword search.
Yes.
So this is the first aspect. It exists, it already exists, and we apply it. Hala, actually, applying it respects the same rules of SEO. So we do the same research that we do. We get all the keywords that we want to work on, and we apply them to our posts. So this is it. Now, the second aspect, you can see it now on Google, actually. Whenever you search on Google, you will start getting results from Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, etc., etc. So it's more and more being used.
Connected.
So meaning what? Google is using social media to raise, to basically deliver results. So let's combine the 2 ideas.
Okay.
So Google is using social media as sources of results.
Okay.
And social media has its own, let's say, built-in search engines inside of them. So it's the same. So SEO is so important on the 2 pillars. So it's not only on Google. So even if you don't have a website, you can get found on Google. Since you have an Instagram page, you have a Facebook, and you have LinkedIn. Just optimize the content.
What about the Lebanese market? Do you have any insights about the Lebanese market? Whether they do search engine first or social media first?
Well, basically they use social media first, depending on the segment. But you talked about the Generation Z, which is completely online, fully online.
Okay.
So yes, and they are fully connected on social medias. So they are very well aware of this entire digital ecosystem. They are native to it. So it's not like us.
Yeah.
So we're native to, we're not even native to Facebook. So basically, yeah. So I was 14 when Google appeared. You were younger, much more younger. So basically, yeah. So they know it by heart. And yes, it is very much influential for them. So they will have a lot to see, and they will have a lot to click on, and they search for personalized searches.
Listen, small businesses, usually when they start, or any kind of business, usually when they start, that you feel like they are confused. We don't know who is our target segment. And this whole omnichannel is about knowing who is your target segment.
Exactly. It's very heavy.
How can we help them out? Because usually they tell you, we can sell to everyone. We can sell everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
This is too general. No, you have to
actually,
narrow.
I hear it also with small businesses. I have no competitors even. I will go further. So, and this is where I see I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, when they say this, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, it's heavy on segmentation, and businesses need to acquire new skills. I work with startups a lot as a consultant, and I help them to build their business models, and then create a profitable business model. You know. So
shall we say maybe it's better to get a professional help so that they set for you who is your target segment?
This is exactly what I wanted to say, but I want to add. There are certain skills that you need to acquire before going into a small business or building your startup. We cannot simply, let's say, look the other way anymore. You need to have these skills. As a startup, you need to have sales skills, marketing skills, business strategy skills. If you don't have them, go acquire them and then come and dream about your startup. This is my advice for all startups or business owners or future business owners. Learn how to sell, learn how to market online, offline, learn how to strategize, and then go and launch your company. Because if you don't know all of these, it's a one-way ticket to failure now.
So we talked mostly online for the omnichannel. How can we create a seamless omnichannel
well, actually,
customer
omnichannel
experience?
goes both way, online, offline. But for example, if you go into your, let's say, into a web page, and it is personalized to your liking, to your preferences, etc.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the transaction, it's not an online transaction at full. So it's mixed between online and offline. So it starts online, and then the offline delivery should be done at the physical store.
Yes.
So this is where, in the physical store, we need to create this personalized experience.
So
And
let's
it's a
say,
challenge.
Yeah, definitely. So let's say they give you the order number or a barcode so that they
coupon,
know.
The display itself should be very similar to what you saw on the website. Everything should be almost the same. So you need to really create an experience that is personalized.
Do you have any example in mind of a company that is excelling in this?
Well, actually, last week I was with Pierre Fabre. Pierre Fabre is, you know, an international, on a global scale basically, a pharmaceutical company. And they are working very hard to create a complete omni-channel experience to their clients. And it went through their e-commerce websites. So in order to have a really clean, personalized experience, whether it is the packaging or the user experience on the pages, how they order, what they get, the content they get, the advice they get. So all of this was pre-planned. And even demonstration or trials, so at a certain number of locations, if they want to try the product or anything, because they work on cosmetics and dermatology. So it was really a big project, and they are still on. It is still ongoing, and it is their main target for the years to come. So basically, you start working on omnichannel, but you never finish it. Why? Because there is always a new niche to conquer, to work with, a niche market. There is always new content to create. There is always a new trend to create. There is always emerging preferences and emerging needs that you need to be aware of. So you start with it, but you never finish it. So this is your target. This is a way of thinking, actually. And this is the strategy and the vision we work on. So it's always ongoing.
So when you say there's always a new market, are we talking about market development here? So maybe we're talking about cosmetics. They focus on ladies who are between 18, let's say, and 30. So when you say new market or new segments, are we talking about a new age group? Are we talking about, for example, women working within those age groups, let's say? What do we mean by new segments always evolving?
It's not only demographics. So we know by fact, and this is traditional, that demographics are a keystone in any segmentation effort that we would like to do. But then again, the technology is changing. With new technologies, new markets will emerge. Not only this, with new technologies, new solutions are created to old and new problems.
Okay.
And sometimes segmentation is about diversification. So we are all solving the same problem, but we offer it in another way. So now it's up to you as a user or as a consumer to choose how you want to be served. It's that much complicated. So it's not only I'm serving this target market, this is multi-channel marketing. I'm serving this target market, that target market, these are the demographics. No, actually I'm serving this target market, which I divided into several niches, and this niche would like to be served that way, and this other niche would like to see it online, and this other niche would like to see it on an application, and this other niche still wants to hear our voice. And this last niche would like to chat and ask questions, and in return have answers. And this is where chatbots come in handy, because you will not have enough people to simply go and chat and be personalized.
Okay, but I have a question. For those who turn on the privacy, what do we call it? The one when you don't want to know the algorithm, what you're looking for, or sometimes they open a new tab under incognito. So here would it impact this omni-channel and customization and personalization experience? Because maybe they don't know my history, my browsing history. So how are they going to recommend for me the best landing page, let's say?
True. Well, it will affect the analytics, it will affect the algorithm. But omnichannel relies on the behavior of the consumer. So if this consumer clicks, we will show him what comes next. It's like a huge house, and there is several rooms, and to pass from one room to the other, you need to open the door and go and close the door behind you. So unless you open the door, I will not show you the second room. So he needs or she needs to click. Okay. Once they click, something will be triggered.
So their click will be the direction.
Yeah, even if they are incognito, the experience will start changing. Of course, at a certain point in omnichannel, and this comes early actually, it does not come late in the steps. Early in the steps, we try to, as much as possible, to identify the person by email, phone number, name, Facebook account. So we ask him or her to really identify yourself. Who are you? And if they are interested, they will willingly do so. Thus, we are serving them on a personalized level. It's a continuation of permission marketing. The concept of permission marketing that Seth Godin pinned several years ago. So we ask for their permission. If they give their permission, we can do whatever we want. So that's it. They gave me the permission since they gave me their contact info.
Listen, and what is the role of mobile marketing in omnichannel?
It is a backbone. More than 90% of traffic goes online. So we are relying on apps, we are relying on websites, we are relying on social media. So everything goes inside our phones. And it's easily traceable, by the way.
Listen, and if there's a company that just have an offline store, do they have to prepare and consider an omnichannel strategy from day one before they start their e-commerce site?
Well, yeah, they would plan it, of course. But then again, their options will be limited. Nobody starts big with omnichannel. Okay. You start small and slow, and then you start adding up, because a lot of testing, a lot of trial and error exists. So it's not like, yeah, this is it, this is like a catalog, and you simply apply it. No, it does not work like that. You start small and slow, and then start adding. So this is why it needs several years.
And do we have a department for the omnichannel control in-house, or do we outsource?
It depends on the resources available, but usually I am always a partisan of having someone in-house. Nobody knows your stuff as much as you.
Exactly. The DNA.
They will have the DNA. Now the problem is recruiting and preparing these type of resources to be ready to really understand what they are doing.
And multinationally, is there a company that is set to be the best in omnichannel?
Well, I would think with Amazon. Amazon is good at what they do. Pierre Fabre, I had the pleasure and the privilege of working with them last week. So yeah, they are working very hard. So all multi-channel companies, retail multi-channel companies, they work very hard on omnichannel, and they're really advanced in this. So
now with AI, I think this is
it makes things much
faster.
easier, faster, and much easier. So yes, we can start really saying that we are applying omnichannel marketing. So all retail international brands have omnichannel. Actually, a very simple example: whenever you go into a big brand website, they would ask you, from where are you visiting us? And since you are from the Middle East or Lebanon, we will show you this website version.
True.
So they would always, already they are funneling you.
Exactly.
And this is where you start more and more going deep into their scenario.
Do you have any last advice regarding omnichannel?
Maybe segmentation.
Maybe highlighting again its importance also.
Yeah, it's mainly segmentation. Omnichannel marketing is about understanding your customer. The customer not only comes first, you need to understand exactly who they are, and you need to personalize as much as possible. We're not dealing anymore with very much blocks of people. We are dealing with individuals with specific needs. You need to put yourself in their shoes.
True.
And try to create as much scenarios as possible to answer all the possible questions. And as a marketer, this is your job now. to imagine all of this and to apply it.
And we're heading, like you said, we're heading into micro marketing, not just small groups of people, even one-on-one, literally one-on-one.
Exactly, one-on-one.
And this is why Nike and Dell, they are allowing their customers to customize their own products, to design, choose the fabrics, the colors on their websites. So they are literally going one-on-one.
The more you personalize, the better you will be at selling value and creating value to your customer, and that's it.
I think also all of this will help in building the loyalty, building the
Of course, it will build
brand
it
equity.
will build huge loyalty, high levels of loyalty with your customer base, and they will start referring people to you, and most likely people that are like them. So yeah,
similar. Yes,
similar.
Great. Roland, I want to thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you.
a very, very,
Great.
very interesting session and episode today. And I'm sure our beautiful community will benefit also from this
I hope
episode.
so too.
Thanks once again for joining us.
You.
And we'll see you in the next one.